Hey everybody, this is Game Freak 10124 and welcome back to more of my Super Smash Bros. Ultimate playthrough of me recreating, assimilating, whatever you want to call it. Melee's adventure mode. Of course, since, as per usual, since I have commentary here, there's something I need to explain, a couple of different things. First off, this stage in Melee is, of course, Melee's adventure mode is, of course, called Icicle Mountain, just like the Melee stage. So to assimilate the first part where you're climbing up and they have there's the Topies and the polar bears, I'm using the Brawl Summit stage. But yeah. Someone in the other room distracted me, I apologize. Anyway, the summit stage from Brawl for the first part where you're climbing up and it has the Topies and polar bears. It was a 3-minute match. And of course to assimilate the Topies and polar bears, I used White Kirby for the Topies and White Donkey Kong for the polar bears. I don't know if there's spirit for the Topies. I do believe there's one for the polar bears, but it's a support spirit, so I couldn't use that. I could have like used Beware or something, because I know Beware's a primary, but I wouldn't have bothered. But anyway, but yeah, that's for the first part, and then for the second part where you fight the Ice Climbers after getting past the auto-scrolling section that gradually gets faster. I previously downloaded some Icicle Mountain custom stages from shared content online, and this was a really good recreation of it. Of course, you couldn't do exact because there's no way you could have Icicle Mountain be exactly like it was in Melee, but this is a really good version of it. I actually won't be using this in the second playthrough just for this one, because I'll be using this in the Battlefield version of the Summit stage for the second playthrough. But yeah. And one other little thing here to mention is that I'm using Meta Knight for the first fight for Kirby and Donkey Kong for assimilating the Topies and polar bears, and Lucario for the Ice Climbers, and there's actually a reason for this. In Brawl Subspace Emissary, there's a point where Meta Knight starts scaling a mountain because he's wanting to regain control of the halberd, and which is his flying ship, and Ice Climbers see him, and they take. I want to say the context of it. That cutscene in Brawl is supposed to be they're taking him scaling the mountain as a challenge since they're mountain climbers themselves. So you end up, of course, using Meta Knight or Ice Climbers or both if you're doing co-op in Subspace. I'm sorry for the word for filler. I don't usually say it too much, but anyway. And at the end of the stage, when you get to the top, you encounter Lucario, and my thing there is, like, once you get to the top of the Icicle Mountain stage in Melee adventure mode, that's where you fight the 2 sets of Ice Climbers, and you get to the top of that stage in Brawl, you fight Lucario, so that's the reference here, is that even though you don't actually fight Ice Climbers or fight using the Ice Climbers in that, I still use that as a reference for, like, you start out with choosing between Meta Knight or Ice Climbers in that stage in Brawl Subspace Emissary, and then when you get to the top, you choose either between Meta Knight or Lucario, and most people, especially playing through Subspace Emissary their first time, would most likely, not always, but most likely choose Lucario because it's the first time that they've been able to play as Lucario. And, like, most people wouldn't be like, oh, hey, I can play as this character for the first time in this. No, I'm choosing Lucario. I just got done playing as Meta Knight. But anyway, regardless of that, that was my reference. Meta Knight alongside Ice Climbers and Subspace Emissary, and at the top you get to Lucario. That, and then the other main point is Kirby and Donkey Kong assimilating the Topies and polar bears of the Icicle Mountain stage in Melee's Adventure Mode. But anyway, guys, that's all the explaining. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do believe that will be it for the explaining for this playthrough of my recreation of Melee's Adventure Mode. But if it's not, of course, you guys know I will come back with commentary. But that said, repeating myself as I often do, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys for the next video I upload of this, as well as whatever the next video is that I have commentary over. Bye, everybody.
Three, two, one. Aura.